So let's see if Day1 alone can get away with this. They're going to try and stick it out, and pros don't fake. Let's not forget about that. When it comes to plant or the fuse, he steps in, he downs Day1, and then's going to hit the shots here to bring this one over the line. Or NaVi go 5 and 3. He knows that he's playing outside. He's got to go aggressive onto the main stairs. They've got about 10 seconds. He commits 3 of those to get his man back on his feet. They've got about 5 seconds to play with here. He's going to go aggressive. He finds one. It hurts the attacking team far more because you do no longer have that hard breach on side.
No. Oh, he barely misses it, and Renshiro knows he saw the shoulder of a player who was attempting to rotate back main stairs. Very, very lucky there for Joe. Does it get caught off this time? No, but guess what? Joe manages...
Better fortunes to BDS than they had in the previous round. 60 seconds remaining, and no doubt a little more composure on the side of NaVi. But Doki still tearing his way around the ground floor alongside Blur. They're looking to do all they can here to disrupt. I don't know that he's in the corner. It turns into a bit of a trade by the looks of it. In fact, instantly, it is a trade. Doki and Kendra, the last 2 left alive. The OGs of this roster, you might say. Known each other, of course, for a long time. They've got work to do, but Kendra can't beat Rafal inside of Dirt. It's down to Doki. He's already brought down God himself in Shaiko in this round. Can he get the last 2? Because they've got to push their way down here. 30 seconds to go. Goes to 1, but he can't beat Renshiro. Again, a big standout player in his own right. BDS 2-0 here on Clubhouse.
Well, Renshiro is able to...
Pings are coming out. The grenades are also no longer about to follow a couple of seconds later. An ADS goes off and will keep Doki alive for now, but he gets shot out in the head by Renshiro. Taken clean off his shoulders. 4 versus 3 for BDS, and only 10 seconds to remain. You can't afford to make a mistake here, BDS. Are you going to lose the first round? The answer's likely going to be yes. Finds a double kill. There's 2 left. There's a C4 on side. Breeday's going in. They're going to have to cover it out. Can they shoot it out? Yes, they can. Renshiro got it. He loses the head-to-head. Breeday from behind, but Sage's going to put him in the dirt with a triple kill to close things out. NaVi take round number 3. Finally, can find a good angle later into the rounds.
Well, here we go. Kills are raining out, and there's crossfires left, right, and center. Look at the placements of BDS. They are encircling the site left, right, and center. The biggest detriment I see now was that Breeday was by himself, but it doesn't matter. His teammate joins. It's all going to be on Doki and Joe. 2 fraggers of the team, if you ask me. And Joe, well, he showed what he could do on the Jaeger, but I don't think it's enough.
Absolutely not. A 1 versus 2 for Doki. Blur saying, thank heavens it's not me this time round, but he's got work to do. Plant is going down. Do they know where he is? I'm not convinced they do. He must know. He must know. Doki can win it. Oh, he was literally a split second too late, but still finds the treatment. There's 30 seconds to go. There's still a C4 remaining on the side of NaVi if you look towards Sage, but they're starting to contest. They almost got a player down towards the top of red, but Sage springs out and brings down Shaiko, who himself is now 2 and 6. Hasn't been his map, needless to say. Alem now looking to rotate, but he's going to miss the player up in Rafters. I was going to say, if he looked up, he would see Doki. Finally catches him out, comes in through the window. Kendra with a shotgun. 2 versus 3. That clock now is everything. Kendra manages to blast one out, doesn't manage to quite finish him out. Saves the double kill. 3 versus 2. 1 more is down. Sage has done it all again. It's a triple kill on the same site. Going for the drop here. Blur with the diffuser in hand. I imagine they want to go for a plant just inside, but they must know that Shaiko is playing in his old trusty spot behind the back of generator here. They're waiting for the push. Rafal goes down to Doki from main stairs. 2 more still waiting to push him from Moto, and you've also got Sage actually droning in on the top side of the map. There's Kendra with 1 for himself. Renshiro steps forward, misses the spray down, mind you, and does get put in the dirt. 2 kills for Kendra, a double kill coming out, and they are completely running them down here, but 2 kills swinging back. It's Alem and Breeday to do enough. Oh, what a shot from Alem to bring down Kendra. 2 versus 2, 30 seconds to play with, and they know where they are. Goes to the spray. Blur down to about a 3rd HP. Down, but not quite out. Sorry, almost down, but not quite out just yet. It must show that he can now go for the plant. It's Doki to provide covering fire. They're going to be able to get away with this one. What damage can they now do? C4 in hand. Blur's out of here. A triple kill for Alem comes in, and Doki has got it all to do, but can he find the angle on the upstairs? The chances are probably not.
No.
So let's see if Day1 alone can get away with this. They're going to try and stick it out, and pros don't fake. Let's not forget about that. When it comes to plant or the fuse, he steps in, he downs Breeday, and then's going to hit the shots here to bring this one over the line. Or NaVi go 5 and 3. He knows that he's playing outside. He's got to go aggressive onto the main stairs. They've got about 10 seconds. He commits 3 of those to get his man back on his feet. They've got about 5 seconds to play with here. He's going to go aggressive. He finds one. He finds another. Doki's done it again. Another big one player is. No doubt got some intel on here that he is going to be holding this angle, and they are just daring Blur to peek his head out. Will do so. Doesn't lose his life, but does lose about 25 HP. Down goes Saves. Blur again in another 1vx situation, but he's got a lot of work to do. Going to get smoked out here. Can't open the wall. They know exactly where he's coming from. Great shot from Blur. It's a 1 versus 1, but I don't think he has enough time. Slowed by the Melusi, and Brede can quite happily step back here with no worries at all. Straight into dirt.
Creeping sledge going through bottom of garage. Is there another player up there to deal with him? Do they know that there's someone under the window? No, they don't, but it doesn't matter because Doki gets his frag anyway.
They get the 2 kills they need. It's 5 versus 3 at least. 4 versus 3 temporarily, make it a 5 versus 2 as Doki should get himself picked back up very, very soon. There we go. Brede and Alem once again in a clutch situation, only this time it's not just Doki they're playing off against, it's all 5 members of NaVi. They're in a spot where they can start thinking about this plant now as well. It's Blur who's got it in hand, and there comes the aggression coming out of Alem. He loses it. Joe with a double kill. He's having a wonderful time on the attacking half, and believe it or not, it's going to be a flawless round for NaVi in round number 10.
After a flawless map for BDS, NaVi are able to
just blindly fired through the wall behind Shaiko and killed a player that was holding towards the triple wall. And I was just like, whoa, okay, that's quite monstrous actually. And that's the damage from that position. Oh my god, Shaiko is right in front of your face, guys. What's going on? Shaiko loses it. He caught Joe by surprise. Position taken. Joe's now in a spot where he can start thinking about blue. Doki and Blur are going to push their way down main here, and they've gone through the Astros wall. They're going straight in for a plant right here. They've completely caught them with their pants down. They have decimated them. NaVi with a flawless round goes 7-5. Cafe coming up soon.
Well, there you go. What I said I want to go, they want to get on the side and get on now.
They're going for the plant as well. Rafal sticking it out here. Pros don't fake, but Blur's coming up behind him. Surely they know, but there's no one covering. Will he be able to stick it? Yes, he will. Doesn't see him planting in the defense spot. Tries to go for it, but loses out. Oh my god, for the second time today, the scopes have screwed them over. 1 versus 2. BDS, you've got the plant down. This should be an easy win. And by the sounds of it, NaVi have been completely blindsided. Got to try super hard to try and recover here. It's not going to happen. BDS get away with a stealth plant that sadly they just didn't see coming. They managed to snatch that round away. Charge only because he wanted the one wall being opened up, so you have a good sight line through. Not enough that it lets you get a bit cheeky due to the size of the hole, but just enough that like a Hibana-shaped hole gives you a good angle through. It's almost like they really like Hibana here, Jess. They also really like kills as they brought down 2 members on the side of NaVi, make it a 3rd. There's 1 more in VIP. Will he see him? No, he won't, unfortunately, because it's going to be instead Blur coming out on the top in that engagement. 2 kills bounce back, but it's 3 versus 2 for BDS with a lot of time still to play with.
It's the 2 newbies of NaVi, Joe and Blur, to battle it out against 3 very experienced BDS players. Alem's one of those men. 1 minute 20 left. The attackers have so much time to work with here. They're even going to go for the plant. They don't care about the kill. They're an objective-based team, Des, and they got 1 Roni in hand. Not enough bullets to deal with all 3 players, and Alem says, all right, we're shutting this down now. We've given you enough room to play with, but it's our time to shine. Knows that he's safe for the most part. None of the BDS players are pushing up above. Doki is the difference maker here. He has the exact angle needed. They could pre-fire it, but they'd be pretty lucky to hit it.
It'd be quite beautiful if this plays out the way that we think it might, in the vertical angles working in favor of NaVi after they got absolutely wrecked by them on console, and it is going to go the way of NaVi as Kendrew flanking his way through small bakery will close things out by the looks of it. A little bit too comfortable there for NaVi, I'd say, and they are looking...
You said those Valkyrie cams were key. Say's been peppering them throughout the map, and as a result, well, that might have been helping the team far more than we can notice. Kendrew, there we go. Flush him out and rain him out. Shaiko will get that kill, and Blur, well, he wastes the C4 there. And when I mean waste, it was really necessary because Doki's the only one left with 1.
Good coordination there. I think they identified that's where Kendrew was holding last time because it's where he got the C4 kill from, let's not forget, too. So why not deal with him early on? Get a grenade in there, force him to run. And as he runs, you had Shaiko holding inside a cigar to put him in the dirt. That gives BDS a nice early advantage here in a 5 versus 3. I'll always hark back to the clock, mind you, that it does start working against them the longer this goes on. If they can catch 1 more out, they must have a lot of confidence to go for a plant, and there it is. The catch onto Doki at range. That should be all they need to start thinking about a plant from here. But you've got to be so mindful of where Blur and Saves are holding right now. Starting to get bathroom opened up to the left-hand side of Blur. He steps across and gets 1, instantly traded out. Good play from BDS. Plant now going down from Brede and Saves. Well, he's got to do a lot to save this round, Jess. I don't think he can do it. As Plant goes down in bags, he's going to step and take over the former position of his now dead teammate in Blur. I think they have probably have a good idea of where he is. Indeed, they do. And Lem collects the kill. BDS get round number 5.
Well, there you go, BDS. Even though
Now more towards the left, so they're going to have to repeat the same thing all over again. Start looking to pop this wall open. That's exactly what they'll do. But guess what? He's up on the table. He's like, nope, floor is lava. No one's going to be able to see me through that. Thank you very much. So he's still holding the power spot. If a repel comes through, Renshura could do a lot of work here, but it's a 4 versus 2, a 4 versus 1, as Joe has done pretty much everything for them. Now in a spot where he can deny. They tried to go for the plant, and either way, he can't quite connect the shots. NaVi taking round number 7 and putting off their attacking half. Pulling off the start of their attacking half, sorry, in great fashion. Especially after the first map went. Again, Twitch chat, I recognise you for this. Joe and 7.
Oh.
Beautiful. As almost as beautiful as Doki shot that onto Shaiko again. Shutting down a player that absolutely shone, gleaming like the sun on map number 1. But since not having such a good time, is it 4 and 12 last map, 6 and 7 here so far?
However, is give the opportunity for BDS to back on up into Cocktail, but it's pushed them back. They won't have what they need unless Rafale can be the difference maker. Are you talking about grenades? They've evened it out to a 2 and 2.
It's like running around landmines in this round, it feels like, if you're on the side of BDS here. There's constantly something to threaten them, but Alem finds a triple kill. It's just like on the last map when he was stacking up with 15 frags. So far, he is sat at 10. He is having one hell of a series when Shaiko has fallen quiet. Maybe that's why it was quiet on map 1, because Shaiko was doing all the work for him. Blur, for probably the 10th time this series, is now in a 1vx. He's pulled it off once. I'm not quite sure he can do it again here with only 10 seconds left on the clock. But let's see what he can achieve. Rafale and Alem, he knows where Alem normally is holding. He's down quite low here. He's even injured him. Rafale's got no HP. All it's going to take is one more gunshot to come through, but he has no idea where he is. He's going to try and chase. But Rafale puts him in the dirt as he came his way back out the top of Cocktail. BDS will thankfully take that last round. So the round that just ended, of course, rather than the last round. More the last.
White stairs, the first person to swing will be the winner. Who will it be?
Well, Alem can't really swing him at this point. He's going to step out. Oh, he swung first and still lost the gunfight. Alem just a little bit too fine. We'll see for you. We'll take these long-range gunfights. Just stay upstairs. We don't want you on the down. Rafale, you're dead, mate. Surely, I was going to say, there's nothing he can do there. He knew he was done for, so just took his defeat like a man. Down he goes. 3 versus 2 for NaVi, but Doki is on a slither of HP. Not too much more to say about that one. A nice little cam as well to watch inside of pillars. One thing I do have to acknowledge is the very big lack of drones, though, for the side of NaVi. They have the one left alive for Doki that I imagine is watching a flank somewhere. This is why having an Iana on side can be pretty big for you in terms of working wonders. Down he goes, though. Didn't anticipate that one. And now there's a scramble. 10 seconds to go. Got to burst into sight. Bride, big clutch support player, once again gets the kill that he needs. And now we've got to see some magic from Blur. He's got to stick the plan. This one is done and dusted. Bride to complete the 4K. BDS win the best of 3 against NaVi and move into the EU finals on Sunday.
It was hard for...
Gun pointed at you, which gives you a bit of an advantage as a defense. So, I mean, you do not see many people getting caught on frost traps. I mean, we saw a couple today, but it is not really about...